And most people that lived in the Altgeld Garden community, you would know where people live by the block. They wouldn't say their address. I live in block 1, block 2. But this is the block I grew up in, on this side, to your right here. Over here to your left, that's the main center. That's where your grocery store, your drugstore, yeah, and so forth. But again, this is the block that I grew up in. As a matter of fact, the very house that I grew up in is right over here. That house right on the corner. 136 South is where I grew up. From 5 years old to about 17, 18. Yeah, we grew up right in that house right there. Okay? All right. Okay, so as I was saying, it was a great place to raise your family. The community center is right in front of us. We called it the children's school. There you have the swimming pool, the gymnasium, had activities for the children in front of you. And they're still there. Right over here, these are the primary schools. You had kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and then, well, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 5 school buildings on this side. Then on the other side of the street, which we will be there in a little while, they have the upper grade center. You know, where you had 6th and 7th grade. And then the high school building was right next to it. So it's a very close-knit community. Everybody knew each other, you know. The parents helped each other raise their kids. If you was doing something you didn't have no business doing, and Miss Watts, she would, or Miss Washington or one of the neighbors would correct you, and then they would tell your parents. By the time you got home, you know, you knew that you had to watch what you do because everybody was looking out for each other. Okay? That's my memories. Okay, these are the, excuse me, Joe. This used to be the high school building on one side, and the upper grade was 7th and 8th grade on this side, and this was like 5th and 6th grade. So if you live in this community as a kid, you went to all these schools, okay? I went to every last one of these schools. 1, 2, 3, well, that building's back there, but that's boarded up now. That was the gymnasium. But I went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of these buildings. From kindergarten to high school. Okay? This is the park. So as you can see, this community has great potential. Always have had great potential. But I can tell you what happened to this community. Which has happened to many of our urban communities. The worst thing that could have happened to this community is the convenient drug called crack, okay? And the epidemic of crack and cocaine and marijuana and all those detrimental things had a devastating effect on this community, okay? You know, with the drugs come the gangs, and the violence and the other things that destroys people's lives. Okay. Another thing we have here is a lot of single parents, babies, having babies. We have a lot of unemployment.
Hey, bring me in.
All right, Mike. Unemployment and the other things that brings it. But if you would notice also, which I'm very hopeful, and it is an answer to prayer. We prayed, we have been praying because the Peter Rock Church has been located in this community since 1940, 1946, 1944. And we have been praying for the revitalization of this community, the renewal. And as you can see, the apartments now are being renovated. There's an $800 million renovation that's taking place in this area. It's already started. You can see the trees being planted. All of the apartments have been done over. Drywall. I mean, they gutted it and redid everything out here. Okay, so that is an answer to prayer. The physical renovation of the Altgeld Garden community. But what good is a renovated community if the lives are not renovated? That's what we're concerned about the whole man. His physical well-being, his economic well-being, but most of all, his spiritual well-being. And that's the job of the church. But we all should be concerned about moral integrity and moral uplifting. And so there should be a united effort between law enforcement, educators, community leaders, parents, and the church community, the ecclesiastical community. We have to come together